appeared in our July ALA conference preview issue along with the ballot. And as Lars mentioned, our readers determined the winner by popular vote. I'm pleased to present this year's Residential Lighting Industry Leadership Award to Cathy Choi of Bulwer.
You guys all don't have food coma, and hopefully the coffee will be coming soon. Thank you very much, Laura, and Residential Lighting for this award. To be honest with you, when I first found out that I had been nominated, I was hesitant to accept the nomination because I believe that my work here has just begun. And quite frankly, there are so many leaders in this room that deserve recognition. And in particular, I'd like to recognize my fellow nominees. John Lott, are you here, John? He's here. I've had the pleasure of meeting John recently, and obviously he's a leader with not only his business, but also with the H Foundation. Fred Fennell, who I've not had the pleasure of meeting, but obviously based on his leadership in the ALA, well deserving. And last but not least, Dick Upton, President of the American Lighting Association. There's really only one phrase that I could think that would describe Dick Upton, which is leader of all leaders. So thank you very much for this honor. First and foremost, all of my employees, and especially my leadership team back at home in New Jersey. They work very hard every day and are very dedicated to delivering the Bulbright promise to all of our customers. So without them, this would not be possible. Also to our outstanding sales reps, some of whom are here in the audience. You are among the best and the brightest, and we are really privileged to have you represent Bulbright. My colleagues in the industry, who I trust and rely on implicitly, you know who you are. Thank you very much. And of course, none of this would be possible without our customers. And like it's been said before, without the showrooms, we're all not here. So thank you very much to our customers as well. Finally, I'd like to thank my family, whose unconditional love and support make this all possible. In particular, my father, Andrew, who started the company nearly 40 years ago, and my sister Dorothy, who's here with me today. It is a pleasure working with my family in this business, so thank you for your support. If you'll indulge me for a minute, I had to think really long and hard about what this leadership award meant to me and to Bulbright. And Brian, my national sales manager, who's here somewhere, put it very succinctly. It's about values. And at Bulbright, we have values that we adhere to and live by each and every single day so that we can deliver the best to our customers. And that got me to thinking about what are the values of the lighting industry. And a couple things came to mind, but there are three in particular that I wanted to share with you. The first one is a family-like community. And the best example that I could give you of this is when Dick Upton and his wife, I don't know if you remember this, Dick, but my father and my mother attended their very, very first ALA conference many years ago. And they sat next to you at a gala, and it was the hospitality and warmth that you and your wife gave to my parents that ultimately prompted us to become more and more involved with ALA, and you welcomed us into your community. So that is an example of family-like community that I think is very unique to this industry and really admirable. So thank you again for that. The second thing is passion. I think Mark mentioned it before this morning, but there are so many people in this industry who are passionate. And to give you an example, if you've ever walked by and listened to Nathan Frampton talk about social media and how important it is and how it can revolutionize our industry. Or yesterday, I ran into Lucy Dearborn from Lucia Lighting, and she was on fire talking about how she could creatively merchandise her new products to reach more consumers. And last but not least, last night I had the pleasure of talking to one of our sales reps in California, Kenny Dretzka, and he and his father are finding creative ways as manufacturer sales reps to keep alive and to keep it going and to keep moving. So this industry is filled with passionate people, and I think that's really unique to this industry as well. Last but not least, I think one of the most important values is that we all are here to serve a greater purpose. And quite frankly, when I started in this industry, it was a couple months before the tragic events of September 11th. And other than serving in my own family business, I was struggling to find a greater purpose. Why lighting? What's so special about lighting? answer came to me actually a month later in a letter that was addressed to all of us. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was published in one of the industry magazines. And it was written from Bob and Ellie Cohen of Mighty Tiffany. If you'll allow me, I'm just going to read a little excerpt of it because I think it's really important and keeps things in perspective. Their letter read, "America needs light, beautiful light, and we're responsible for supplying it. We are confident that we will continue to supply that light and become even better at what we do, both personally and professionally, in our lives, our jobs, and our country." So with that, I ask all of you to make the commitment to become better at what you do, both professionally and personally. Imagine if each of us in this room did that, what an amazing industry this will continue to be. Thank you very much.
Expanding yourself by taking advantage of ALA's successful consumer outreach. The ALA